if the parties both agree to the terms and conditions contained in the memorandum of
But you
agreement,
cannot
there is no
impose an
abuse.
agreement. If you cannot impose an agreement which is not required by the law, especially if you will put restitution there, how can you do that?
Wala pong abuse doon kung pareho po sila nagkasundo. Paulit-ulit na po namin sinasabi na eto tayo, naghahanap tayo at naghahabol tayo doon sa mga taong nangurakot. Tapos itong mga tao na umamin at handang magsoli, ayaw nating tanggapin yung kanilang sinusoli. Ano ho ang nakikitang mali doon? And remember, Mr. Chair, if I may...
Do not preach to the choir.
No, I'm not preaching,
Sandali
Mr.
sandali lang. Pinag-uusapan natin ang mga coordinates, Yusek Bisnar, and you started citing 416 cases. Ito yung parang potential flood control ghost projects, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then, following the MIPS start and ends, you establish that talagang merong discrepancies sa coordinates. Tama. Actually, lahat. Yung 50, more than 50 and less than 50, sabi nga ng chairman, parehong mali yun. Because talagang may diferensya. Tama?
In comparing po yung actual na site and
Yes.
then yung MIPS start coordinate.
Kaya nga, the reason is, ang nangyari nga, ang pinadala sa opisina ng Pangulo ay yung MIPS application. If you will recall, nandyan naman si Yusek Bernabe, during the first hearing of the Blue Ribbon Committee, of which I was the chairman, I already pointed out na ang sumbong sa Pangulo was based on the MIPS submission, which is wrong. Nagtataka ako kasi, Mr. Chair, kung bakit hanggang ngayon ayaw pa nilang sabihin yung dahilan. Nung pinag-submit kayo ng Pangulo, whatever reference data you might have, pwede naman yung ibigay yung PCMA. The PCMA is more accurate than the MIPS. Yusek Bernardo, will I be correct in assuming that?
Mr. Chair, tama po, yung PCMA po yung actual.
Yes, and then there is even more accurate than the MIPS and the PCMA. Ito yung tinatawag ninyong Survey 123. Tama? Yun nga nga siguro, maski ang chairman, naguguluhan sa inyo, bakit nga yun ang unan yung naisip? Of course, nagpaliwanag si former secretary, tama naman yun, at sa pagmamadali, dahil nga kailangan na ng Pangulo, ang naisip ay yun muna. MIPS. Pero ito multi-year kasi. Kahit paano mo isipin, yung multi-year, gumagalaw naman yun eh. Kung pagbabasihan po natin ang inyong mga records, tingnan po ninyo, sinasabi pa nga dyan sa PCMA, this is geotag ito eh. Hindi ba? Real time. So doon pa lamang sa real time, geotag, dapat yun ang binigay ninyo. So na-lessen sana yung 421. Anyway, sabi ni former secretary, it's mind-boggling na 421 naman. Siguro nga sa karanasan naman niya, baka naman siguro 20 hanggang 50 siguro, baka maniwala sa mga. Pero 421, sabi niya, medyo katakataka. Pero, Mr. Secretary, I will refresh your memory. Nung ako pa yung chairman, I was expecting na ang pinag-uusapan natin, wala pa tayong numbers noon eh. But nung mag-deliver ng first privilege speech ang ating chairman, kinuwenta namin lahat. Sabi ko, pagka ganito, hindi ko kulangin sa 50 ang potential numbers ng ghost projects. And at that time, you even agreed with me na maaaring ang ganon. Pagkatapos, yung second meeting, naalala ko, Mr. Chair, dalawa lang yung sinabit mo, Yusek, Secretary, na ghost projects ng flood control. Ito nga yung dalawang projects ng SIMS at saka yung Wawaw na nandun sa may Capiz, Taliptip River sa Perez, Bulacan. At yung isa naman ay yung reinforced concrete river wall sa Baliwag, Bulacan. So I was a little bit annoyed. Alam mo naman yun, tinext kita. Sabi ko, this is not our agreement. I was hoping that you will submit to us at least or not less than 50 ghost projects. And then you will You will remember that because of that text, you texted me back. Tiningnan ko uli yon. The date is August 30, 2025. And you bear me a list of temporary, ang subject ng text mo, Secretary, Summary of Flood Control Inspection by Implementing Offices. This is August 30, 2025. The total projects na covered by that summary, 2,113. At dito sa report mo, Secretary, merong without structure, meaning ghost, 15. So if out of 2,113 investigated projects, meron kayong nakitang 15 without structure, meaning ghost, 30,000 mahigit lahat ang projects ng flood control, then we can compute by ratio and proportion 2,113 over 15 multiplied by 30,000 by X. Ano man ito? So lilitaw dito, Secretary, the potential ghost projects out of the universe of 30,000 projects, pwedeng maging 213 ang costs. Hindi 421. Yung 200, dito sa kwenta natin, it's possible. Is my logic valid? Yusek Bisnar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Akala ko kukontra ka eh. Yun nga eh. Bakit hanggang ngayon ay sinusundan nyo yung MIPS? Hindi kayo kagad kumurba kagad eh. Nakita nyo, merong PCMA, merong Survey 123, but pinilit pa ninyong gaygayin lahat using the MIPS. Alam na ninyo, from the beginning, I told you it was wrong already. Bakit ngayon, pinipilit nyo pa, ngayon pa lang kayo kukurba? Sabi nga ni Senator Montevero, sabi ulitin nyo naman lahat ito. Ang public na naman, magtatagal na naman tayo. Bakit hindi nyo kagad ikinurba yung pagsusuri ninyo?
Ako na. Your Honor, nung nagpakuha po tayo ng coordinates for the inspection ng AFP-PNP, dated September 9, 2025, pinakuha na po natin yung coordinates from both MIPS and PCMA. And ito yung ibinigay natin sa AFP-PNP. Ang ano lang po doon is hindi lahat po ng projects ay merong both MIPS and PCMA infratrack coordinates. Pero as much as possible po, kung ano po yung available ay ibinigay po natin.
Di po ganoon, Yusek. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga kay Yusek Bernabe kanina, yung MIPS kasi, very preliminary yon. Pag NEP lang, para lang magkaroon kayo ng NEP, tsaka address pa lang yun eh. Lilitaw, gagalaw na yan pag PCMA na yan. Hanggang sa mapino na ninyo, lilitaw na sa Survey 100, lilitaw na medyo okay na yung coordinates nyo. Kaya lang, MIPS palagi ang ginagamit mo, kaya tingnan mo, yung coordinates mo ang baba lang, 2 kilometers. I will give you at least 14 samples of wrong coordinates. All over. Ako, nakakuha ko nung ako, hindi 2 kilometers ang variance. Eh. Alam mo yung variance na nakuha namin is from 67 kilometers to 400 kilometers. Kasi ang ginagamit mo is MIPS. That is why at the very beginning, I was telling the DPWH, it is wrong to start from the MIPS. Mamimislead lahat ng mga tao. So, yun ang naging problema natin. I am happy that the chairman already encouraged the DOJ na kunin nyo na yung nakadetain sa Senate. Marami pa raw kaming nakadetain dito para lumugluwag yung aming detention area. Yung ba yung tawag natin, boss?
Senate Airbnb ata ang tawag natin dun eh.
O para lumuwag-luwag naman yun, sabi ng DOJ, opo, kukunin namin. Talaga, kukunin nyo?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Sabi pa nga ng chairman natin, narinig ko kanina, Mr. Diskaya, kayo lahat na makipag-usap na kayo, baka sakaling mag-qualify kayo sa Witness Protection Program. Tama naman yun. Ang problema, Prosecutor Padulyon, ini-insist mo kasi yung restitution kaya tayo nagkakaroon ng problema. Will you still insist on that?
Sir, we never mentioned that restitution is a condition. Paulit-ulit po namin sinasabi yon, Mr. Chair, na hindi po siya kondisyon para ang isang tao ay matanggap o makonsidera bilang isang witness under the Witness Protection
Tapos na
Program.
tayo dyan. Tapos na tayo dyan. Ang
Kaya nga
naging
po, sinasagot ko po
problema-
kayo na hindi ko po namin sinasabi. Wala po kami sinasabi na restitution is a condition. So I'm not insisting on it, sir.
Hindi mo sinasabi ngayon, but when you were talking about a memorandum, yun ang sinasabi mo, there, pwede naming ilagay yung restitution because it is a matter of good public policy. Ano namang klaseng... Kaya nga nahihirapan sila eh. Yung Diskaya, to my mind, were the first to apply under the Witness Protection Program. Ang problema, ang sabi ng then Secretary of Justice, now Ombudsman, hindi naman basta-basta ganun. Kinakailangan isaulin ninyo yung ininakaw ni. Ang problema po doon, kung wala namang korte pa pong nagsasabi kung talagang sila ay nagnakaw o nakapagnakaw, sino pong magkukwenta nun? Tapos ano yung in-explain ninyo, under a certain paragraph of the law, merong memorandum na kung saan magkukomply sila doon, doon yung pinipilit yung restitution. And I think some of the potential witnesses that can be processed under that program, nagsipagbigay na ng kung ano-ano eh. Is that true?
Only those who have been admitted into the program actually returned or made the restitution, sir.
Why did they do that? They did that because it was their own initiative, or you required them to do that?
It was an agreement between the Department of Justice through the Secretary of Justice, sir, and the witness applicant po.
That is the problem. The agreement is based not on the provision of the WPP. Sabi ko kung sinasabi ng WPP, it cannot be a condition. Kahit nasa memorandum, huwag mo ipipilit. Hindi po pwede yun eh. Kaya sinabi ko sa iyo earlier, and I think I should tell it again to you, sabi nating mga abogado, the spring cannot rise higher than its source. The law itself is the source. Ang spring, yung memorandum mo. Pinipilit mong ilagay sa memorandum yung restitution eh. O kaya merong ako nababalitaan, parang meron ng gustong umatras. Magkano ibibigay? At kanino ibibigay? Sino mag-a-account nun? Sino nagsabi nun na kung mangungulekta kayo sa DOJ? Di ba abuse of discretion yun, Mr. Padulyon?
No, it is not, sir.
What is it?
It is not abuse of discretion
What
of the
is it?
parties. If I may be allowed to answer,
Yes,
sir.
what is it?
Yes, sir. If the parties both agree to the terms and conditions contained in the memorandum of
But you
agreement, there
cannot
is no
impose an
abuse.
agreement. If you cannot impose an agreement which is not required by the law, especially if you will put restitution there, how can you do that?
Mr. Chairman, sir, yung restitution po, yung memorandum of agreement is a product of an agreement between both the Secretary of Justice, representing the DOJ and the WPP, and the witness applicant. Wala pong abuse doon kung pareho po sila nagkasundo. Paulit-ulit na po namin sinasabi na ito tayo, naghahanap tayo at naghahabol tayo doon sa mga taong nangurakot, tapos itong mga tao na umamin at handang magsoli, ayaw nating tanggapin yung kanilang sinusoli. Ano ho ang nakikitang mali doon? Para po sa amin, para ho maibsan kahit papano yung sakit at pagdurusa ng ating mga kababayan na nakikita nila na napakalaking pera ang nawala. Ano ho ba yung maibalik natin yung kaunti? And
Yeah.
remember, Mr. Chair, if I may...
Do not preach to the choir.
No, I'm not preaching,
Sandali
Mr.
sandali lang. Ang pinag-uusapan natin, these people are supposed to be potential witnesses for the state. Kailangan tulungan natin ang Estado para ma-prosecute kung sino-sino ang dapat managot. Kaya nga natin sila ilalagdag. Mahirap ang gagawin nila. Malalagay sa alangin ang buhay nila. Kaya nga yung witness protection is for them. Sa title na title lang makikita mo, witness protection in interest para sa kanila yon. So yung memorandum of agreement, ayun ay dahilan lamang para masiguro mo na sila'y makikipag-cooperate. Kasi kahit na sila'y na-approve under the witness protection program, but they will not cooperate based on the memorandum, pwede mo siyang i-discharge eh. Alam mo, the court can still do that. At saka yung final approval ng witness, state witness, nasa court yun eh. Huwag mong kukunin yun eh. Kaso, isinasama ninyo yung restitution. That is the problem. And I will object to that. Palaging mali yun eh. E paano yung kay Diskaya? Pinipilit ninyo na mag-restitute. Sabi niya, ewan ko kung pinag-usapan ninyo. What did they tell you, Mr. Diskaya?
Your Honor, kung magkano po ang i-restitute po muna namin.
Oh, ano sabi nila? Magkano daw?
Ako po, hindi ko po masabi kung magkano po. Kasi para sa akin po, parang kami po ang nanakawan. Parang ibig sabihin, parang modern day na pagnanakaw. Ibig sabihin yung nakaw ba? Siya pa ang magbibigay ng pera dun sa ninakawan niya? Parang ganun po.
Sabi niya kanina, it's a disagreement between the applicant and the DOJ. Did you agree that you will restitute any money to the DOJ?
Wala po pang maibibigay po. At saka...
Yun na nga. Because wala kang maibigay, hindi kanya ipoprocess under the Witness Protection Program. Is that not correct?
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor, kung...
Oy, Mr. Chair, paano to? Ito si Mr. Diskaya, he was the first, tsaka yung asawa niya who applied under the WPP. The problem is, ang sabi ng dating DOJ Secretary, hindi, kinakailangan isoli muna yung mga pinagnanakaw. Hindi po pwedeng ganun-ganun lang. Paano ngayon siya mapuprocess if that was dangled? Paano siya mapuprocess to begin with?
May I be allowed to respond now, Mr. Chair?
PG, Padilla.
Thank you, sir. Sir, Mr. Chair, una, sabihin ko lamang po no, na kasinungalingan po yung sinasabi ni Mr. Diskaya na agad-agad silang sinabihan na magsoli ka. Ang pinag-uusapan po dito, bago man lang makapagsabi ng ganon, kailangan munang makita kung ano ang gusto at kayang sabihin at patunayan ni Mr. Diskaya at ni Mrs. Diskaya doon sa kanilang salaysay.
Prosec
Pero
General.
hindi po sila nakikipag-ugnayan sa department. Kaya hindi po sila mabigyan ng kaukulang proteksyon at hindi po ma-process yung kanilang application. So yung sinasabi po ni Mr. Diskaya, from the hearing of November 14 in the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, there was never a chance or an opportunity that Mr. Diskaya and or counsel even approach the department despite the proddings of the chairman.
Mr. Ano ba yung title mo? Mr. Prosecutor, Mr. PG na lang. Mr. PG, nung ako yung chairman pa dito, sila yung unang nag-apply. So, dahil kailangan nila ng protection, it was incumbent upon the chairman na sumulat sa Senate President to endorse yung kanilang application. That was the provision of law kasi. But even before they can do that, actually kasi nung sinasabi ko yon nung hearing, di ko naman alam mapapalitan na pala kami. Alam mo na yon, di ba? Yung araw din na yon, nag-press con na si Secretary of Justice. Narinig ko eh. Sabi niya, hindi po pwedeng ganun. I cannot apply. Hindi pwedeng basta-basta ganun na lang. And then the new Senate President based his judgment of not entertaining that application on the articulation of the Department of Justice. So, ang tinatanong ko nga sa inyo, hindi siya sinungaling. Ang mismong kayo ang nagbigay na ng condition kasi. Kaya sinasabi ko, if you insisted on the condition of restitution, how can Diskaya or any other persons similar to his situation even begin to apply under the WPP?
If I may respond, Mr. Chair. If I may refresh the memory of the good senator, during the last hearing of November 14, 2025, that matter that you raised about the statement made by the former Secretary of Justice was already put on the side when you ask that question. And we already informed the chairman that if they wish to file their application, if they wish to be processed, they go to the Department of Justice. Binanggit po yan, nasa transcripts po yan na sinasabi niya, o sige, wala mo nang pag-uusapang restitution. But did they ever come to the department to coordinate with us? No, they did not. And let me just put it on record, sir, na hindi po ito question na kung sino ang nauna na nagsalita. Hindi po ito question kung sino yung naunang nagbanggit ng napakaraming pangalan kung hindi rin naman nila kayang suportahan ng ebidensya at wala rin naman silang mabibigay na magpuprove o magpapatunay doon sa kanilang mga sinasabi. Yan po ang kailangan naming suriin.
I am sorry, Mr. Chair, he did not refresh my memory. Pinopulyut mo yung memory ko eh. Hindi siya nagpunta rito na sabihin niya na, okay, pumunta ka sa DOJ, huwag na muna nating pag-usapan ng restitution. Walang ganon. Nagpunta nga siya rito dito si DOJ Secretary din eh. O sabi ko, Boying, okay na ba yun? Papupunta. Di wala nang ano ha? Wala nang restitution na. Basta papuntahin mo silang mag-asawa doon. Hindi ba nagpunta ka, Mr. Diskaya? Yung kinabukasan nung magkita kayo rito?
Mr. Diskaya, you may respond, but unfortunately, your time is up.
Your Honor, nung ano po, Your Honor, hindi po kami... yes po, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Sige.
proceed. Kasi tapos na yung time ni
Oh.
Senator Marcoleta.
Yes po, Your Honor. Opo.
Hindi nga,
Okay.
ipaliwanag mo.
Bali po, Your Honor, kasi po, di pa po nagsalita po yung misis ko na
Hindi nga, ganito. Wala na akong time eh. Pinapunta ka niya ron. Kasi nandito nag-uusap kayo eh. O, kayong dalawang mag-asawa, punta kayo ron ng alas 9. Pumunta kayo. Sinabi ba niya wala nang restitution?
Noong una po, wala pong sinabing may restitution, pero nung sumunod po, yung panghuli po naming usapan po is may restitution, magkano daw po ang i-restitute namin. Tapos kakasuhan din po daw kami at hindi didiinan. Pero gusto ko po, Your Honor, na hindi na po muna magsalita ng dire-diretso kasi po yung huli po yung misis ko na nagsalita siya na hindi daw po kami kasama sa WPP. Yung natatandaan ko po yung huling hearing po dito ay nakulong po yung misis ko sa Davao. Samantalang meron naman po nag-exist na project. Kaya natatakot po ako, Your Honor, na baka pag nagsalita na rin po ako, baka po sa susunod po ako naman po ang makulong. Kaya hindi na po ako magsasalita.
Salamat po, Mr. Chair.